I would like to thank two subscribers that really sent this story around the same time, JG and T. Taylor. Thank you. You know, ladies and gentlemen, things are changing rapidly in America. You have the low birth rate, you have the opioids where people are dying out, you got your elderly population dying. So you don't have as many people going into retail stores anymore because they're shopping online. So the bricks and mortar stores are becoming more and more obsolete as people are now shifting to doing the vast majority of their shopping online. I mean, you can shop for virtually anything online, including groceries delivered to your door. So, as people start shifting to this, you're going to see more and more retailers just packing up and closing down their businesses. Now, I already did a video on the retail apocalypse, but there are even more stores slated to close than what I mentioned on the list. So let's get into the story, retail apocalypse. Now, analysts say 75,000 more US stores could be doomed. Widespread closures have roiled the retail industry, but many more stores are likely to shut down in the coming years to keep up with the shift to online shopping, according to a report by investment firm UBS. Now, some of these retailers have closed, and I'm sure, the ones that I'm about to mention were even mentioned in my last video. Now, you have Payless Shoe Source. They filed a Chapter 11 bankruptcy, and they're closing all 2,100 stores. And then you have Gymboree, which had 800 locations closing, Sears closing 1,300 stores, Kmart and Sears. I haven't seen a Kmart. I can't tell you. I believe Kmart in my area has probably been gone a good 15 years or even more. It's been a long time. Sears, we still had one Sears that was hanging on to, they were pretty much hanging on, but the mall ended up closing, so they shut down. All right. And we had the Gap, which I did mention in my other video. They have a number of outlets that will be closing. Main reason for the shift, analysts say, is simple. Americans are increasingly shopping online. The average U.S. household spent $5,200 online last year, up nearly 50% from 5 years earlier. This is a healthy cleansing for the retail industry, said John D. Morris, senior brand apparel analyst for financial services firm D.A. Davison. We're in the middle of a multi-year retail purge. Companies are finding that when it comes to stores, less is more. So overall, retailers have closed more than 15,000 stores since 2017, according to UBS. According to them, Radio Shack closed 1,470 stores, Toys R Us 735 stores, Mattress Firms and GNC 700 stores each. Retailers have been hanging on too long to their brick and mortar stores, Morris said, after a decade of steady retail closures, enough to coin them term, that's where the term retail apocalypse comes from. Okay. So now Americans are more focused on shopping online. Well, for very obvious reasons. Number one, you don't have to burn all that gas driving your car to a retail store. You don't have to wait in lines. You just pay for your item. It's a very quick process online, and then everything is conveniently delivered to your door. You can virtually get everything online. You can buy cars online. You can shop for groceries online. You can do all kinds of business online now where you don't have to go physically out to anyone anymore. So, yes, you can clearly see how the brick and mortar stores are becoming more and more obsolete. You know, there are even a few pharmacies around in my neck of the woods that will deliver your medication right to your house. You don't even have to go wait at the pharmacy. Once you have yourself established at a pharmacy and you just call in your script or your refill, and they'll drive it right out to your house. Even that's happening now. So, even so, some internet-only companies such as furniture retailers Wayfair and mattress brand Casper are beginning to open physical stores, but analysts said these outposts often smaller and more sparse than traditional stores. Function more as showroom items for customers and can order online, one-stop shop with swaths of inventory. Yeah, because you can list a lot more inventory online than you can fit into a store. That's very true. You know, I noticed that years ago. I would shop online for something, but when I go in a retail store, they would only have a limited amount of that item. Where online, because they can house all of this stuff in warehouses and just wait for people to order, you can get a more wide variety of things online. So the trend is towards more streamlined stores, like less chaos, less inventory, less choice. Morris said if a customer wants something in a different color or size, they can find it online. Very true. Big box retailers like Target and IKEA are also shrinking in their store size to appeal to time-strapped shoppers in urban areas. Sears said last week that it will open a handful of Sears Home and Life shops that are about a tenth the size of traditional department stores. Yeah, you don't need those big stores anymore. Boy, you see so many things changing out here, y'all. Who knew? Who knew you would see this kind of shift? I mean, I would expect it to change, but it is so rapid that you can't even deny what you're seeing. And I was looking at even more pharmacies are going to be shutting their doors. A lot of their locations are shutting down, especially if they're not performing well. Like I said, the worst case scenario, if you need to go out to a store, you may have to travel a little further in the future, as more stores next year and the following year will be closing. Please tell me what you think, ladies and gentlemen. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.